Ross, where do you start? Start with that one. AFC Telford 4, Oxford City nil. Really poor night tonight. Penny for your thoughts because it was a horrible night out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, didn't play very well. Menvy boys at times. Probably the worst performance I've seen. Probably 4 players can come off it with any sort of real credit. Um, but a big reality check for some of the players. Individual errors, sloppiness, not taking responsibility, just letting the game pass. It's not acceptable. The boys know that. It won't be accepted. The standards have dropped massively tonight. The boys need to realise that. We need to bring back some real hunger because that was a really disappointing, deflating, uh, lack of fight, spirit. Right up until probably make the subs. I thought Zach and Alfie affected us. They got us going. DJ got us going. Yeah, Roddy was good on the left. So there's a few players there. Ashby kept us going as a captain, but some of the goals, absolute scandalous. We get final third entries and in the box we don't make them count. But I saw a real disconnect in the team in terms of distances and the units, everything that we've been really good with. So massive one for us to look at. The boys need to look at themselves massively. We'll protect them, we'll look after them, but sometimes you've got to own it. And today the boys have to own this one.
It was so unlike us, and I mean, we can't really beat around the bush. We always say it for what it is, but what do you put it down to? I mean, we've done a lot of miles this week, but I mean, it was so un-Oxford City like tonight.
Yeah, we've done a lot of miles, but a lot of teams do miles. I said it's not going to be an excuse. I've done miles when I was a player, and you never use that excuse. You prepare as best you can. But it wasn't about the miles. It was I didn't see any appetite to go and grab the game. I didn't see anyone demanding the ball. I didn't see anyone digging people out. Things weren't happening right, and we just let it happen, which just can't happen. So yeah, for me, it's a real disappointment. I mean, the goals are so soft, so soft. I mean, some of the defending. We need to look at ourselves as defenders and midfielders all the way through the team because the goals are criminal. And we've protected them. We look after the boys. We do everything we can. We do it properly. But sometimes you got to own your performance. And the boys have got to own it tonight. Really disappointing to go on the road and perform like that. And I thought when we made the changes, I could have probably changed everyone at one point. But we had to be sensible. I thought Zach and Alfie came on, gave us a bit more leadership, took more responsibility to get on the ball. We had to change something. So yeah, really deflating, but we need to pick that apart. Boys need to watch the whole game back and watch their performance, and yeah, difficult one to take.
I mean, absolutely. I think the thing we have to clutch on to is, Zach McEachran's got another important set of minutes in there. Alfie Potter's come on, and to see, some familiar faces on the pitch all linking up together well, not quite, coming off in the second half was something that we'll have to clutch onto as a positive because, like you said, I thought Alfie Potter and Zach McEachran did well when they came on.
Yeah, I thought Ashby kept us going. I thought Parks tried to use his leadership as best as possible. I thought Roddy was good. Yeah, a few decent performances in there, but we're probably 6 short, and you can't carry 6. A couple of decisions in there as well with a free kick that led to a goal, soft. Referee weren't going to give it. Lino gave it. There's a few things in there, but I'm clutching with that. The players need to make sure they stand up and be counted, and that one's going to hurt. But yeah, we'll try and pick the boys up. It's obviously not a nice defeat after some positive performances on the road and the last 4 games. So yeah, the boys need to get on the bus and yeah, just reflect quickly.
We're in November, so a lot earlier on in the season, which for what I'm about to say is a good thing. But it did have shades of that, that Needham Market result last year, where it was a reality check. And I remember you after that game, and you had a real, saying similar stuff. And the good thing about that was we did wake up from that, and we did move on from that. What do we have to do to put that right on Saturday against Kingsman?
We got a man up quickly. I thought Stenson gave our back 3, back 2 to run around. Didn't deal with him. Just showed his experience and his know-how how to use his body. And it looked like men v boys at times. And so, yes, we've been very good with the ball and been very good in possession and moving the ball at times. But today, I just thought they used their experience. They pressed us. They backed each other up. They used their physicality. They made the back 3 defend, and we didn't deal with it. but we have to make sure we try and pick them up and go again, because that's the nature of the job. So I want them to be hurt today. I do, and I don't never say that, but it's got to hurt. If it doesn't hurt, it doesn't matter to them. So I think it's got to hurt. It's going to hurt the fans who travel and come and watch us. You can clearly see that. It's not a performance we're proud of. The fans expect more, and they deserve more. We've got a good group. They're good lads. But today we just got out-muscled, out-run, out-fought. And we didn't have enough appetite to take the game to them. Now, yes, they had a good fan base, and it was noisy at times, but it was a nice pitch. The pitch was icy. It was slick. We can pass it. Just didn't have any bravery in the pitch to take responsibility and want the ball. So there's many factors in there. Probably too many. It'll probably go on for about a 20-minute interview. But it's important we get together as staff, discuss it, go through the units, go through individually. Look at the goals conceded, look at the chances we had in the final third and the second half, down in their corner, their 6-yard box. Some of the cutbacks and flashes we need to do better with. But it wasn't about taking our chances, it was about the other end today, and we didn't defend our box well enough.
Final one from me. You mentioned that it's a bit of a reality check and you want the players to have a reality check. I imagine you'll have a few players that will be knocking on the door that haven't played today, aren't in the team, that might be giving you a little bit of a choice to make now going forward. I mean, I don't want to say shirts up for grabs, because it's the same every single game.
Yeah.
They're always up for grabs. But I imagine you might have to just. Will you have another check? Will you have another think about some players that missed out? I know we've got some injuries, but would you be tempted to do that against Kingston?
No, we've got to be sensible. It's not the end of the world. We need to make sure we pick it apart. And yeah, when you win your game, boys are expected to get on with it and hold their shirt. Boys want to knock on the door and go and ask for a shirt. But I expect that if you win or lose, really, not just because you lose. So yeah, I expect boys to be disappointed not to be playing, and boys to be happy when they are playing. It's the nature of football. But one game, we've got to be calm as well. It's not a rash moment. Yes, we went a bit hard on them at half time, but it was needed. So boys have just got to stick together. And it's really difficult to say that when you just lose, but it's important that the boys back each other up, realise that no one really played that well, really off night, pick it apart. Boys, watch the game back, watch their performances back, watch the units back. We'll pick it apart on Thursday, go through it, because we have to make a big change. And in terms of mindset, so it wasn't a technical thing today, it was a mindset thing. They wanted it more than us. That was simple. And it was about doing the basics tonight. Didn't do it, they did it. They worked hard, they ran in behind, they were physical, won first contact, second balls, passed the ball properly. We didn't do any of those basics, so you don't deserve to win a game. So yeah, difficult one, but we'll pick it apart and we have to go again.
Yeah, Ross, thanks very much for your time. Difficult one, so we appreciate it.
Cheers.